Welcome to my channel and welcome to day 22 of my 25 Days of Craftmas series. Today I'm showing you how to make all these cute mini decorations for a tiered Christmas tray. Tiered trays have become quite popular in the last couple of years and I have really wanted to make one for Christmas. I'm so glad I finally did. These little decorations were so fun to make and turned out so cute. Now let's go take a look at the supply list and get started. For this project, you'll need some mini blanks for your vinyl. I found lots of them at Dollar Tree, and then I also used scrap wood to create some others. You'll need some adhesive vinyl in red and white, transfer tape, a weeding tool and scraper, red and white paint and brushes, a tiered tray, some Christmas embellishments, and of course, your Cricut, a cutting mat, and the cut file. So grab your supplies and head over to your computer. The first thing we need to do is grab the SVG file we'll be using for this project. You can get it for free on my blog at burtonavenue.com. I keep all the SVG files for the projects I make and share in my free SVG library. These files will work with all kinds of cutting machines and they're free to everyone. Once you're on my site, just go to Free SVG Files and then Free SVG Library. You will need a password to get into the library, and there are instructions on the screen if you need to get one. For this project, we're going to be using the cut file called Christmas Phrases BA2122. To find it, just use your browser search and enter 2122. Once you found the link, go ahead and click on it, and the files will be downloaded onto your computer. Now I'm going to show you how to set up and cut these designs in Cricut Design Space. If you're not sure how to unzip and import designs into Cricut Design Space, be sure to check out my step-by-step tutorial. So this is what the designs will look like when you first import them onto your Canvas screen. So we need to resize them so they'll work with this project. But you'll notice that right now everything is grouped together and you can't select an individual design to resize it. To fix that, you just need to right-click and choose Ungroup. And that will break apart all the different designs. To do this, I'm going to create some shapes that match up to the items I'm going to be putting the vinyl on. And then I'll resize the shapes so that they're the same size. So the first item I'm going to work on is my little mini book stack. To make those, I just used some scrap wood I had that measured about 5.5 inches across and 3/4 of an inch tall. So to do that, I'm going to click on Shapes, and then I'm going to choose Rectangle. And then I'm going to go up here and unlock the padlock and put in the dimensions of my wood. And since there's going to be 2 of them, I'm going to duplicate it. And then I'm going to select both of them and choose Arrange and choose Send to Back. And that will just push both of those rectangles behind all of these designs. And then I'm just going to drag them down here so they're by the words that are going to go on them. I'm going to change one of the rectangles to white and the other rectangle to red. And then I'm going to change the color of the word Christmas to white. And now we can select these designs and then just resize them so that they will fit on those rectangles. So now that we have the designs resized, we can delete the rectangles and then we can move on to the next design. So the next design I'm going to work with is this All is Calm, All is Bright, and it is going to go on a little wooden circle that I have. So I'm going to click on Shapes and then choose Circle, and then I'm going to go up here and change the width to 4.25 inches because that is the size of my wooden circle. I'm going to click on Arrange and choose Send to Back, and then I'm also going to change the color of that to white because I'm going to paint it white. And then I'm going to drag it down here, and then you can just select the design and drag it onto that circle and then slide down on these arrows and resize the design until it looks good on that circle. Once you're happy with the size, you can delete the circle. And then I'm just going to move the design over here because I know that I'm done with it. And the next one I'm going to do is the little mini rolling pins. So I'm going to click on Shapes and choose Rectangle. And then I'm going to go unlock the padlock and put in the dimensions of my rolling pin. And it's about 3.7 inches wide and about 1 inch in diameter. Since there's 2 of those, I'm going to duplicate it. I'm going to select both of them and choose Arrange and Send to Back. And then I'm going to change one to red and one to white. And then I'm just going to drag both of them down here. And then I'm going to pick two of these phrases and drag those down also. I'll change the Holly Jolly to white since that's going to go on a red rolling pin. And then you can just resize both of the designs. And once those sizes are good, I'm going to delete the rectangles. And then I'll just move them over here with the other ones that I've already finished. And then you'll just want to repeat those steps until you've resized all the different phrases. Once you've resized everything, if you have some designs that you're not going to use, you can just delete them. And then all of the designs are already welded together, so you don't even need to attach anything on this screen. Cricut is going to automatically sort the different colors onto the different mats, so we really don't need to do anything else on this screen. So you're going to go up and click on the green Make It button, and then you'll be taken to this screen. And like I said, Cricut will automatically divide our designs into two different cutting mats based on the color of the design. So these designs will be cut out of white vinyl, and these designs will be cut out of red vinyl. But I am going to go back to each mat and just add a little bit of space between each of the designs. That will just make cutting them apart a little bit easier. And once everything looks good on this screen, you can click on the green Continue button. And once Design Space finds your Cricut, you'll be taken to this screen. Make sure that your dial is set to vinyl, and then you can go load your cutting mat. So you're going to place a piece of white vinyl on your cutting mat and smooth it down. Load it into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button. When your Cricut is ready to cut, you'll see the C button light up. Press that and the machine will begin cutting. When everything has been cut, you can press the up and down arrow button again to unload your mat. Remove the white vinyl from your cutting mat and place on a piece of red vinyl. Load that into your Cricut by pressing the up and down arrow button, and then repeat all the steps until everything has been cut. Remove the vinyl from your cutting mat and trim away any unused portion of the vinyl. Then weed away the excess vinyl from around your designs. I used a craft knife to slice between all the sayings. It made weeding all the little designs much easier. You can use a weeding tool to help you pull out all the small pieces left inside of the letters. Next, place a piece of transfer tape sticky side up on your work surface. Then, place the vinyl on top of that and smooth it down. Rub over everything firmly with your scraper, and then trim off the excess transfer tape and vinyl backing. You'll also want to cut apart all the different phrases. Next, we're going to work on all of our little wooden pieces. To start, you'll want to divide the pieces into two sections. One section you'll be painting red, and the other section you'll be painting white. You'll probably need to do a couple of coats of paint on each item to get complete coverage. And then let all of the pieces dry. After the paint has dried completely, we're going to apply the vinyl designs. So grab each of the different designs and place them on the corresponding piece. Then grab one of the designs and pull off the vinyl backing. Position the design on the blank. Do your best to make sure it's straight and centered. Then rub over the vinyl with your scraper and carefully pull off the transfer tape. And you'll want to repeat these steps until you have applied all of your vinyl designs. To create the book stack, I tied a piece of red and white ribbon around the two pieces of wood. Then I glued on a small bow. I also glued a small bow to each of the mini rolling pins. The last thing you need to do is add your cute little decorations to a tiered tray. You can fill in any empty space with some small Christmas embellishments. And that's it, this project is finished. If you enjoyed this video and want to see more like it, be sure to subscribe to my channel and click on the notification bell so you'll get notified each time I post something new.